Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Thank you all for coming. We have a lot to share with you. Welcome to our quarterly partner call. And this is what we are planning to cover today. We're going to go with updates from Adam. We're going to start with updates from Adam, and then we will share the scope of version 7.11 release that is about to be scheduled for the next week. We're going to go through AWS Marketplace, Amazon Partner Network, and G2 listings of WebinOne. Next, we have AgentOne progress and deliveries, TeamOne new services and rates, showcases. For the survey, we're going to have a separate slide. The survey that you guys filled out, the Just One Thing survey. And the Q3 roadmap will show you how it looks internally for our team. And we're going to finalize with a focus of our team. And then we're going to have a Q&A. So let's go with Adam first. Adam, would you like to share screen, or you'll just share however you want to do this?
Yeah, I don't need to share the screen at the moment, but that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so I'll start with documentation always. So hopefully you guys have noticed an increase in the volume and frequency of the documentation articles being released. I think in the last two platform releases have had their features documented at or even before the time of their release, which is probably a first for me. So documentation typically lag behind, but I'm aiming to keep on top of that for all future releases now. So documentation will come out as the releases come out. Not only this, I think around 25 plus documentation articles were created and updated in Q2. And this was largely because of AI helping create those, but I've been able to refine some AI skills to really deliver high quality documentation, and it's still reviewed by humans, so it's always going to be top quality. So we should be able to patch all the gaps in documentation going forward fairly quickly. And during the last month or so, you probably a lot of you heard from me regarding feedback opportunities and surveys. And I think we're going to go through some of that as well. So this was definitely a busy time for providing feedback to the team on a variety of projects they've been working on. And this has come from like live chat, support tickets, and Slack as well. So these turn into real results for pretty much everything the team works on. So definitely keep on communicating your thoughts in as many ways as possible. It really does make a difference. So if you didn't hear from me recently and you want to be involved in feedback opportunities, please get in touch with me. I'll put you on the list, not a problem. And lastly, it's always been my goal to bring like usable resources to you guys. So I was quite happy with the last 4 code snippets added to Treehouse. I think these were among some of the most useful snippets I put up there. So check those out if you haven't already. There are also 2 tutorials added to the documentation sites. Those being around the Google search implementation for WebinOne sites. And the other one was for like passing data to email notifications, which is really useful. So overall, there were some pretty good milestones reached, but I just wanted to take this opportunity to stress how impactful feedback from you guys is. And it really does help shape everything that we're working on. So if you do have any opportunity to provide feedback or ideas, just please reach out any way, shape or form. Next quarter, we might try and shake things up a little bit on that front, so be ready to give feedback. That's my main takeaway. Okay, so with that, I'll hand it back to Alex.
Thanks, Adam. Okay, let's move on to the version 7.11. So we have two improvements and two new features and 11 improvements. Some improvements had like 15. I think this one had the 15 votes. So this was more like a huge feature. So we have a lot of them is admin related and should significantly improve your usage of the platform. And we have extended Liquid, added new payment gateway. There will be a release notes released with the video as normal as usual. But I do want to show one sneak peek of admin improvements, my favorite that I've been waiting on. So right now, when you on all modules, starting with pages, instead of going to configure and going to the list, you can actually access the property management on-site editor and all these right through from the menu. And we finally have new search that you can save when you can filter by and sort by items the way you want. And you can save them for each of the lists. So this is also available for all the custom modules. My personal favorite, makes things way easier and faster. I I already see Tim smiling. I think you're gonna like this one too. Um, okay, let's move forward. AWS Marketplace, Amazon Partner Network, and G2. So we have went through well-architected review framework review by AWS Architect. So we had several meetings and they gave an assessment of our platform. We took them through our architecture, development, everything, how things are built. So it's basically in order for you to be listed on AWS Marketplace and in their partner network, you need to either have a SOC 2 compliance or certification or go through Amazon's own well-architected framework review. So this has one of our focuses for this quarter, and we have successfully passed the most challenging levels and questions, and there were some things that they have requested we do that, and in the end, it will allow us basically pitch projects on AWS Marketplace and land more enterprise clients as a platform. So the DXP level government contracts and stuff like that. So AWS Marketplace is a separate ecosystem where customers, enterprises and government clients look for vendors and for larger contracts. So that's our whole goal with this venture. How it's going to affect you? Well, and affect the platform. On the security level, we're tightening access controls, encryption, and monitoring across the platform. And we're just going to become a little more secure. On the reliability side, we're improving failover and recovery procedures. A lot of it is changing and adding a little more documentation. Performance sites and portal will become snappier without you touching a thing. And the first batch of performance changes upgrades are coming in the next release, so it's coming even sooner. Reorganization, some of the infrastructure assets that we have in turn, the way how we things organized, the databases, the accounts, all that stuff, they want us to change it a little bit according to their own standards, zero impact on partners and your clients. You already can see these badges on our website in the footer. So we already have listings and offers listed there, but there will be more once we pass this review. WebinOne is now available on G2, and we have first of all, I'd like to thank Tim, Adam, and Peter to leaving us first 3 reviews so we could get listed. You can find us there by this link. And we'd really appreciate it if you decide to leave a feedback and review on WebinOne on G2. This helps us to attract more traffic, target traffic, especially through AI assistance. So it appears that both Claude and ChatGPT rely heavily on reviews on G2, answering their answers on the DXP platforms. So that is currently available. If you're willing, we'd be happy to get reviews from you. Next, we have AgentOne, our latest release on managed vibe coding. So right now we have AgentOne released we call it partner beta internally. So it's available for all the partners in your trial sites with that little toggle. So we have 4 stages of AgentOne release. So the first one, the one that we started in the beginning of the Q2 was the TeamOne approvals. So we have the TeamOne developers who have their stack and their expertise and their cases, and they were working with AgentOne and training AgentOne. We have the separate training mode. They were working with AgentOne team, and our first stage was to get approval from them in order to push it to the next stage, which was PSC Partner Success Champion approval, which was Adam. And we gave Adam the access, and he was throwing his smaller and bigger tasks for AgentOne. And based on his feedback, we were going back and forth, retraining it, changing our flow, how we do things. And when we got the 9 out of 10 rating from Adam on one of the projects, one of the bigger tasks, we decided we're going to move to the next level. The next stage which is partners approval. The way how we measure success of stage 3 is to get at least 10 game changer level feedback from partners. So this will use Adam's help here too, and this is where we need the most feedback from you guys. And we want to, it's half subjectively, but we want to see those, real cases where the partner gives us this feedback, and we also assess the results as a game changer on our side as well. So this will be a check for us for this stage. So we want to get at least 10 of those cases before we move it to the public release. We don't have the date because, AI is a new beast, and adaptation of AI is another separate new beast. So people are, including our community, everybody is at their own stage of experimentation and adapting. So our biggest need right now is for your feedback and your collaboration. As soon as we get those, we are going to move to the stage 4 of AgentOne, make it available for everyone, and this will be our version 8 of WebinOne. One more thing to add here is in order for us to finalize stage 3, we need more case studies, the training material. The current version of AgentOne is trained by power users. So it's our team, TeamOne, and Adam, and it's mostly niche heavy cases and scenarios. This means it can be very good at some things and very bad at other things. And we have a complete training flow that allows us to take a very poor case and teach it how to train it to perform really, really well. We need as many real world scenarios as possible from the partner's perspective. The training AgentOne is so different from developing a platform. It's not that step-by-step approach that we have with the platform's functionality. So we release, let's say, e-commerce, we get feedback, we make it better, and then better, and then we finalize it. With AgentOne is different. It's uh, has multiple directions, and we have to train it in every direction. And the process, Vlad is in charge of that process, and it's very different. And the best approach to make it successful is to gather as many case studies as possible. For my personal scenario, for my personal experience, I make it make it do something very complex. The next task, I give it a very simple task, and it fails completely. So, which feels different because you get very excited about its capabilities, but then it fails it may fail at a smaller task. So that's where we need your input. Many real world scenarios, as many real world scenarios as possible from partner's perspective. Okay, so what's coming next to AgentOne? First, now we have partner beta and video review from Adam is coming. It's like it's in the same style as you have release notes, walkthrough, and Adam will send you a small video review and walkthrough so you could get started. And and these are system agents, custom agents, and AgentOne builds are all in progress right now, and we are planning to release them this month. It's going to be web designer. So we are building now we are testing a new agent that designs websites from conversations, from briefs, and basically builds the design and markup already inside. Starting in your portal will be an interface in your portal. And custom agents is also in progress. So next we have TeamOne and new services and rates. You probably have seen an email of the TeamOne relaunched. Just a reminder, we updated our page with new services and new packages. If you haven't, I recommend you check it out. A lot of these changes that came to TeamOne, they also came as part of our evolution with working with AgentOne. So TeamOne has their access to AgentOne, which allows them to do things much faster. Okay, so and like I said, TeamOne is paired with AgentOne capabilities, allows us basically provide delivery to partners that brings more revenue for agencies. So we're finally are able to say that TeamNow is now more affordable than ever with AgentOne internal access. TeamOne is able to offer at least 50% off on larger builds and faster turnaround times, uh, which results in more revenue for agencies. Next, we have showcases. So right now on our website, in our showcases page, we have a case studies. So we have the latest case study we have from Megan. So we have a detailed page for each showcase that arrives to the website. We are encouraging you to submit your cases. Either you build them with TeamOne or without TeamOne. This build, I believe, was a self-built by Megan. So there's a form here, and you're welcome to submit your build your projects to showcase on this page. Roadmap. So this is how our roadmap looks for the Q3. So in Q2, we have finished 3 public backlog requests. We have accomplished sites transferring, so now partners are able to transfer sites between each other. We delivered the UI UX improvements to admin, the e-commerce plan adjustments, and WebinOne portal got a refresh. You guys seen all that, and the AgentOne partner beta has been launched. So this is how our Q3 looks like internally. So we want to do at least 2 public backlog requests. We have AWS well-architectured framework review already in progress, so that's a new thing that came up. Open API docs, we have them almost finished. Those are in redesign right now. So we're about to, they're inspired by Stripe, how they have their API docs organized, both human and agent friendly. So you'll be seeing those very soon. This is a speed performance release that we have already scheduled for next release, which will improve performance for Liquid, admin, and OP API. So those things are gonna work faster. New admin UI UX part 3 of, so we split it into 3 stages. The one that you're gonna receive this next week brings this batch of changes. And the staging environment is in progress. We're actively working on it. It will be way more extensive than we thought. It took way more time and grooming and back and forth. We had to invite Vlad as well, because the AgentOne team and the platform team worked heavily on it. So we want to make it as versatile as possible. So this is coming in the next quarter as well. On the AgentOne side, we have the web designer, like I said, the custom agents and AgentOne builds, so you could build sites right from your portal. Next is the survey. So you guys filled out the survey. Thank you very much. We examined this with Adam internally, me personally. And this is what we emphasized: the templates and the drag and drop UI for end clients. So let me comment on both. So where we came through. You asked for templates for years, and we owe you. I must admit that I don't feel like building a template library right now is continue to build a template library right now is the right path. And this is my thinking. Templates exist for one reason, and to start faster and deliver cheaper. So I believe AI is changing that math dramatically. So that's why we put that effort into the web designer agent instead. So our bet it delivers what templates were always for. So we are betting currently on the web designer uh, to deliver fast, affordable starting point generated for your actual client instead of picked from a cataloged. So basically, it in most cases it's a Frankenstein. The web designer is early. We have a lot of faith in it, and we have put a lot of effort into it, and the internal team is very excited with the results, including our designer, which is important. So but again, this is another, this is where also we are heavily um, relying on your feedback once it's out. On the drag and drop, honest take, I have also doubts about it. It may be another legacy flow, but I may be wrong. So we're trying to find the compromise. We hear the real need. Nobody wants to the AI only. I understand that pushing customers to use only AI is not the best strategy. People want the autonomy slider, meaning that sometimes they want to automate, sometimes they don't. They want to um, do things manually. That's why we have that vibe and admin mode, so you can always switch back and forth. So there is a need for manual control, and there will always be a need for manual control. That's the whole idea of the managed vibe coding too. So, but we have an extra challenge as a platform. We are a low-code platform, and adding a block building layer without losing the flexibility of a low-code platform is quite a compromise for us. So we don't want to guess our way to it. So here's the plan for this particular request. Adam will organize a working session with active partners that are interested in this and want the drag and drop UI for their clients. And we want to hear real use cases and ideas from you. And our designer will also visit this meeting, this session, and she will bring her prototypes and maybe will vibe code in a real time with you and help us together with the community shape some sort of a prototype that the team can groom on, and we'll take that as a first step. So that's my take and our challenge on these two things. And the last thing, the focus. So artificial intelligence is moving the money in website building business, digital experience building business. And we've seen that also in the survey. We hear that from you. And revenue that used to come from standard builds is shrinking, and new revenue is appearing in places most agencies haven't mapped yet. Everybody say they do, but it's not the way it sounds. Our focus is capturing the revenue with you. So we have the platform as a backbone. We have the TeamOne that can build anything faster and more affordable, and the speed is increasing. The affordability is growing. AgentOne lets you build on your own more complex things within time. So we have those put on rails. We're growing the platform. We are able to build features faster to the platform. We already confirmed that with help of AI tools for development. So now we want to know where the opportunity sits in your pipeline. And so we can go after it together. And like always, we're open to the conversation and to your feedback. I'm always hungry for it. That's it from me. If you guys have any questions, this is this is the best time to ask.
I have a question and a comment.
Yes.
Start with a comment. I'm very happy to hear about the AWS review and the way you go there in terms of cybersecurity. I heard you mention SOC 2. Is SOC 2 compliance something you see in perspective at the end of that process?
We do as soon as we get, for us, it makes sense to get to go through the SOC 2 as soon as we get enough momentum with AgentOne. We see more subscriptions coming in, and we get projects coming through AWS Marketplace. So that's either both or one of them. That will be a trigger for us to do the SOC 2. Because for the most part, what SOC 2 means for us is extra expenses, extra bureaucracy. And that's why with AWS, the audit with them was a one-time thing that we can commit and accomplish. It was an easier path, and we just went for it.
Got it. The reason why I asked that is like for our particular use cases, we face the situation that the companies we work for are parts of a bigger company, and that company trickles down their cybersecurity demands. And we hear that for certain things, SOC 2 is something they ask for. It's basically what we face is like our clients in the subsidies of that bigger company are getting their kind of checklists from the parent company, from the mother company, and they come to us with that. It's like a perspective thing. It's just something we have to deal with. Like we have to give them answers. That's why I'm so happy to hear about the review, because that's already something I can communicate. I can give information, and it is probably from the cybersecurity standpoint not even necessary to have the SOC 2 compliance. It's just like that kind of plaque, that certificate. It's easy for them, and it's then easy for us because we can tell them, okay, we have like SOC 2 compliance. And we also as an agency have to go through that, by the way. It's like not enough that you guys are compliant. We also have to be compliant. But that's the first step. So I'm happy to hear that. And I hope we get there one day.
Well, based on I hear what you say. Based on the experience, we helped a couple partners to go through PCI compliance, and for us, this one is more effort. That's way more effort than the PCI compliance for that the partners went through. So it probably takes us about 2 months to do everything that they want, although we had all the major things and well, in place. So just a little things here and there. It's for the platform. So there were some changes in the platform that are needed, but most part is just the DevOps and infrastructure. But on SOC 2, it's a structural change. We want to focus more on the functional things, so getting more projects, getting more momentum, and once that is in place, the structural changes go next. Okay, any other comments, questions on AgentOne, TeamOne? Okay, let me stop the recording.